Om Tapaswadhyaya Shushruja Krishna Pujaratam Munim Vishveshamishtanam Vande Parivrat Chakravartinam Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om to all. Welcome back to Bhagavad Gita session. Today we are going to look at Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, third verse. After anxiety enters the battlefield, Bhagavad Gita shows us how insecurity speaks. Here, speaker is Duryodhana. The listener, his own teacher, Drona. This verse is not about armies or anything. It is about ego, arrogance, ignorance, insult, obligation, and silence. When you read this particular shloka, we will understand what exactly it is. The shloka, first chapter, verse 3. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Pashya, look. Yetam, at this. Panduputranam, the sons of Pandu, of the sons of Pandu, or Pandavas. Acharya, O teacher. Mahatim, great. Chamum, army. Vyudham, that it came in the previous shloka. Drupada Putrena, Vyudham means well arranged and disciplined. That we have seen that in the previous shloka as well. Drupada Putrena, by the son of Drupada. Tava Shishyena, your disciple. Dhimata, intelligent and capable. So when we see the simple meaning of this particular shloka, Duryodhana said, O teacher, look at this large and well-organized army of the Pandavas, arranged by the intelligent son of Drupada, who is your disciple. That's it. It's very clear, very simple. But when you examine each and every word, you will understand, or we will understand, the inner meaning of those words. On the surface, Duryodhana sounds very respectful. But underneath, his real tone is, "You may have taught us, but you are really the Pandavas' teacher." This is not praise. This is accusation disguised as respect. Duryodhana deliberately uses three words. Panduputranam Acharya, you are the teacher of Pandavas. Tava Shishyena, your disciple. Drupada Putrena, by the son of Drupada. These are the three words we have to remember. He does not say our cousins, both sides, students of both camps. Instead, he implies they are your people. They are strong because of you. So your loyalty belongs to them. This type of insult. This is direct insult to a teacher's impartiality. At first hearing, this sounds very respectful, but in reality, it is a calculated insult. If we really want to know that, we have to take a look at these incidents. He deliberately chooses those three words. As I said, Panduputranam Acharya, Tava Shishyena, Dhimata, Drupada Putrena. Just to rekindle the insults Drona gone through in his life. When the armies assembled at Kurukshetra, Duryodhana did not approach Bhishma because Bhishma was the supreme commander of the Kauravas forces. Instead, he deliberately chooses to approach Dronacharya. And he did so loudly, ensuring that Bhishma and others could hear every word. This choice was not accidental at all. It was very well calculated. The commander-in-chief of the Pandavas' army was Drishtadyumna. He is son of the king Drupada, and Drupada's name carried painful history for Drona. Drupada and Drona had once been childhood friends. Having studied together under the same teacher. In later years, their paths diverged sharply. Drupada became a powerful king, while Drona remained a poor Brahmin, serving by teaching and guiding others. Once, during a time of hardship, Drona approached Drupada and asked for a single cow so that he could feed milk to his young son, Ashwathama. He asked not as a beggar, but as a friend, taking the liberty of past companionship. Drupada, however, refused. Not only did he deny the cow, but he mocked Drona, declaring that friendship exists only between equals and that a poor Brahmin had no right to call a king as a friend. It's the greatest insult. That humiliation burned deeply in Drona. Later, Drona approached Bhishma and became the royal teacher of both Kauravas and Pandavas. Under his guidance, the Pandavas grew into formidable warriors. With their help, Drona defeated Drupada in a battle, captured him, and took off of his kingdom. Standing before the defeated king, Drona said, "Now we are equal. Now I have the right to call you my friend." The wound, however, did not heal. It only changed sides. Until Drona had that revenge thing, now it changed its side, and Drupada wanted to take a revenge. Burning with the humiliation, Drupada performed a yajna, Mahayaga, seeking a son destined to kill Drona. From that sacrificial fire, Drishtadyumna was born. He is the very commander of the Pandavas' army. Ironically, Drishtadyumna was sent to Drona for training. Even as Drupada waited patiently for the day when destiny would fulfill its purpose. So, Drupada is your enemy. Drupada's son is the chief commander of Pandava's army, who was born out of that particular yajna just to kill you. These are the points were in Duryodhana's mind. Thus, when Duryodhana pointed out Drishtadyumna to Drona on the battlefield, it was not mere observation. It was a deliberate provocation. He was reminding Drona of an old insult, a breathing revenge, and a student born for his destruction. This is why Duryodhana's words were loud. This is why his tone was sharp. He is reminding Drona, don't forget Drupada was your enemy. His son is Drishtadyumna, and he is your own disciple. So don't show any affection towards them, as you always do the Pandavas. That is why Panduputranam Acharya. You are the teacher of Pandavas. So he is insulting in every corner. Yet Drona remained silent. It doesn't mean that Drona did not understand insult. He understood. He understands the insult, yet remains silent. Why? Because obligation keeps him silent, even though he is insulted. Drona bounded by dependence on the Kuru kingdom. And fear of losing position and security. But he remained silent. This is not wisdom. This is moral helplessness. So, insulting Drona's obligation over dignity is unacceptable sometimes. He knows, I know it's unfair, but I am not free to speak. This type of obligations over dignity is sometimes not acceptable. Imagine one student telling a teacher, "Sir, you taught all of us, but honestly, you are their teacher." Even if it said politely, it hurts. If the teacher stays silent, the insult is confirmed. The person who insulted, his arrogance grows. The mutual respect collapses. That is what exactly happens here. Duryodhana's arrogance grows. He starts to show his immaturity and disrespect to each and everyone on the battlefield. That we can see in future verses. This verse teaches a painful truth for everybody in the family and any leadership. Ego insults politely. Fear speaks indirectly. Obligation suppresses truth. Silence strengthens the wrong side. Many families and organizations fail not because people don't know right from wrong, but because they remain silent due to obligation. Before Krishna teaches courage, right action, and fearlessness. The Gita first shows us what happens when the wise do not act. For that, Drona is an example, not a villain. So, when obligations silences wisdom, ego becomes louder and conflict becomes inevitable. Hari Om. God bless you all. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayaah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukhavag bhavet. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Hari Om.